Hey, Tavius here. Just wanted to take a couple minutes to find out, do you really want to change where you're at in your life? Would you like to see success? Would you like to have the life of your dreams? Now, I have something I think will really help you if you take a moment to really listen. Um, and with this, you might actually want to take a moment, pause the video, and grab a pen and paper, because you may want to take some notes here. I mean, you don't have to, but you really may want to get that pen and paper. And I'll wait for just a moment. You can pause if you need to, but go ahead and grab that pen and paper. All right, now I'm going to assume you have your pen and paper. If not, go ahead and grab it. But what I'm going to say right now is something that I think is going to make a difference for you. Now, I'm sure that you, like a lot of other people, have struggled. I mean, when you can see your future, and as you look at that future, all you can see is struggle. I mean, as you look at your life, you can feel the frustration, the agony of being in debt and having to struggle to pay those bills. I know I've been there, and this is something that, like you, I think that this is something we need to just fight off. So what if instead you had the opportunity to go out there and say, I want to travel. I want to take a trip to Tahiti or to Hawaii or whatever else, and just know that that money is there for you, and have the success that you really like. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have the agony I mentioned? I mean, really, that's kind of a no-brainer on that question, because like you, I think I definitely would not want to have the agony. I'd rather have the happiness and success. Now, when you're so excited, you're ready to just jump up, get going, and it's amazing. Now, when you consider the kind of magic that seems to work for some people, they seem to be so lucky. And there's really one big thing, well, that contributes to this, and this is something I haven't really talked about before. If you look through my blog, you'll see there's lots of other things I have talked about, but this one is, I think, really important, and that is flexibility. Now, you're going to find, and I'm not talking about being able to take your leg and put it up behind your neck or anything like this. I don't know about you, but I can't do that. But what I am telling you is, okay, you want to have success. You want the things in your life, right? You want to find the passion to share. Now, what if you could go out there and instead of having to suffer, to really have a hard time with life in general, what if instead you're able to just jump up and say, hey, this is my life, I took it back. I am taking back my life, and I have absolute and complete control over my life. I'm not a slave anymore. I'm not a slave to my business. I'm not a slave to my job, because I can do this. I have the power. And you do. You honestly do have this power. And I know you do. Because when you look at a lot of the people out there, you're going to see, and don't mind the fact that I'm changing my hands. I'm doing this from an iPhone and holding it here. But, you know, the fact is that when you look, you want to know the truth of the matter. These people who have all that stuff, they didn't get it for free. The people who actually inherited the money and did get it for free almost always end up broke unless they learn how to handle it. Now, on the other hand, you look at people like Oprah Winfrey or other famous people that have all this money. How did they get there? Well, the fact of the matter is they got up off their asses and actually worked. It wasn't something that just was handed to them. Now, a lot of times you're going to say, okay, what's he getting at? What's the pitch here? And, you know, while there is a button down below that says register now, you don't have to do that to get the information I'm giving you. This is something I really want to give you a value, something I think is very valuable, and it can make a difference for you fast if you really apply it. And take this persistence and flexibility. So, all right, and what do I mean by this? What I'm saying is, imagine yourself, you're going along, and I mean, we can take it something physical, like you're riding a bike, and as you're going along, all of a sudden you hit a bump, and it throws you off a little bit, and you need to be able to stretch back out there, adjust yourself, and keep going. Now, in business, when you have this kind of a situation, you're going to find that as things come up, you're going to have frustrations. You're going to have the person who says, yeah, I don't want this. You're going to have people that say, you've got a bunch of crap. This is a scam. It doesn't matter what your business. There's going to be people that aren't happy with it. And it's up to you to take the power from the other person and say, hey, this is what works for me. It's fine if you don't want it. It's fine if it doesn't work for you. I am doing this. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. And I have my dreams coming true. And as you picture yourself, I mean, instead of that agonizing, frustrating pile of bills on your table, and you really just look at it and you're so frustrated, instead, you're able to look at your bank account and you see $30,000 to spare in your bank account, or maybe more. Maybe you have a different number in mind. It doesn't matter what you're going to do if you're willing to be flexible and be persistent. Get up there, make sure you get back up, and if something gets in your way, change the path you're going on. Wouldn't that be so much better for you? Would you like to see that kind? I mean, if you had to choose between the rough or the immense satisfaction you feel when you're able to go out there and help someone else. Maybe you've got a loved one, you've got somebody you really love who is struggling themselves, and you want to say, okay, I want to help. Now, I was talking to a friend earlier today. He's a pastor, actually an evangelist, and he said, really what I want to do is I want to be able to get the message out. I want to help people find their connection to God. So when I talked to him, I really realized that this is something that is important. Now, I don't care if you have a different dream. I mean, it may be that you want to just see other people learning to skate properly, or maybe you do have this belief that you want to see all these people who are struggling, the moms, the children that don't have enough to eat. Now, I mean, for me, when I was a kid, I had this issue too, that my mom, she told me several years later, but we were so poor that she had to go out and use powdered milk in a milk carton so that we could have the milk for our cereal. And she wouldn't tell us. She didn't tell me until years later that we were that poor. And, this is something that a lot of people just don't realize. I mean, I know you don't want to see other people suffering this way. So if you could go out there and you can help them, give them your love and your dedication to make it happen, that, okay, I want to see you get what you want. I mean, when you have the kind of freedom to pay all your bills and have everything taken care of and have all your dreams, and at the same time you can step up and say, I'm going to help these people. So wouldn't that be so much nicer? Now, as you think about it, now, there are a lot of ways to do it. There's a lot of businesses out there that do let you go forward. And, the thing there to really watch is a lot of times you're going to see somebody that says, okay, you're going to do this for free and we're going to give you $1,000 for doing it. Really? Now, how are they going to be able to afford to do that? Think about it. I had somebody else who told me the other day that if you have to pay for a job, it's a scam. Now, I agree, that's true, because if you have to pay to get a job, it's absolutely true. But whenever you have an opportunity to build a business, that's a totally different thing, because unlike a job where you're getting a steady paycheck from somebody else, usually a very small paycheck, you might get $15 an hour if you're lucky on a lot of jobs. They're talking about raising the federal minimum wage, which is actually going to hurt everybody who has a decent salary now, because their money's going to be worth less. Now, would you rather be in a situation like that where somebody else controls you, that you don't have the power or the magic to make your own life happen? I mean, now it's important to step back and take a look at what do you want. Would you rather have a job or a business? The thing about a business is you can choose where you're going. You can choose to say, okay, I am making this happen. This is my business. This is my responsibility. Nobody else but me has control over me, and I can do this. So as you go along, you say, okay, I want to have $30,000 a month. Great. So you're going to have to put the effort into it, but any business is not free. If you're going to work on something like if you're going to say you want a coffee shop, is a coffee shop going to be free, or are you going to put some money out? Usually when you have that kind of a thing, or a franchise of some sort, you're going to put out tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to have the business. It takes you 3 years to pay back. So with this, wouldn't you rather have something where you can just step forward and maybe for like $25 you can set out there and start making a difference for yourself and for others? What if you could get 100% commissions on $25 sales? Now, you look at a lot of businesses and you get like a tiny little 30% income or something so small that you have to sell 50 things to be able to make one thing happen. But when you can invest $25 and get one sale of $25 to make your money right back, isn't that a whole lot better? I mean, I've got people who have worked with me who have been able to go out and say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this and I'm going to make it happen, because nobody but you is going to make it happen. Now, as you probably guess, yes, I am in Empower Network, and this is a blogging system. If you're not familiar with it, there's a button you can click on the side to watch a video of it. But what I really want to tell you is this. When you have a blog, what's cool is you can put a message out there to make a difference in your own life. Maybe you want to share your thoughts on why people should drive on the left side of the road, or maybe you want to talk about why it's important to be able to train your cat to stand on its head. It doesn't matter. Whatever your message is, you can put it out there. And you may be a chef, you may be anything else. For myself, I put out blogs because I want to help people like you. I mean, wouldn't you feel so much better to know that you're part of a team? There's a group around you who's all here to help you. That's important, don't you think? So what if you could, instead of struggling, instead of being so rough in life, you're having to struggle, having to fight to make that extra dollar, instead you go through and you make one sale and you've got yourself flush on what you made. So isn't that much, much better? Now, for you to get this kind of income, yes, I'll admit, you're going to see struggles. You're going to have issues where you might have to fight a little bit. Maybe, I mean, in Empower Network, we have people who are making absolutely nothing. I'll admit it. And, it's not easy for those people. But for the people who actually put the work into it, like I know you're going to, these people actually get up there, and some of them are making $100,000 or more a month. It's a small percentage, but it is possible. And this is the point I'm making, is you're not going to get this for free. You're going to have to put effort into it. If somebody's giving you something for free, I wouldn't trust it. I mean, free leads can be scary. In fact, I actually paid for cheap leads, and that was a waste of money. I actually ended up not making a single sale or contact out of it, you know. But for yourself, I know you would rather have the power to say, I have complete authority over my condition. I am taking responsibility and I'm making it happen. I mean, that's really what you want, isn't it? To say, I want a fast income. It doesn't necessarily have to be easy, but it can be. If you really put yourself into it, you can make anything happen. But you've got to be persistent, you've got to be flexible. So one of the big things about that flexibility, and you know, I'm getting into a little bit here of a little bit of depth that I normally don't share, but whenever you have the flexibility to say, okay, I just tried an ad, and you know, it could be anything, not necessarily just Empower, but I just put money into an ad, and out of that I got one person clicking my product, and I didn't make a single sale. As you visualize yourself in that situation where time after time you've gone out there, you've tried your business, you've put a lot of effort into making this happen, and yet nothing's happened, nothing's there. And here you are, 5 years down the road, and you're looking at the next great opportunity, and the next great opportunity, and the one after that, and a brand new launch, and nothing's proven. You want something that's proven, that can get you results, right? I mean, when you look at something like Empower Network, we have a couple of really big things going for us. I mean, it's exclusive to what we have that's unlike anything else. And those things, aside from being a part of a team, being with other people who care about your success and what you're doing in life, there's other great things. I mean, you get a lot of training. It's important to learn. Keep studying. And it doesn't matter what your business is. Keep studying. Learn more, because this is what's going to make the difference between you and the guy next to you who's doing the exact same thing. If there's one thing that gives you a little bit of a unique edge, something that makes you different and sets you a step above that person, this is what you need. And, you know, that's the great thing about Empower, is unlike all those businesses out there that say, we're going to give you everything you want, just give us $7 and you're going to get 30 cents for every sale. Who's getting the rest of it? I mean, honestly, it just doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you're wondering how it is that somebody can afford to give a 100% commission, that is something that a lot of people have a question about. And the way that works is that the first commission you get, you keep. And then for your first 6, it alternates. And then after that, every 4 out of 5 comes to you, which means you put a commission out there, and you know, you get 3 sales, you got $50, and you know, you get 5 sales and you're up to $100. $75, sorry. My math can be issued sometimes. But here's the point, is this is a different way of doing a commission system. And it's really cool, because even the owners, the people who started this, have made themselves just like us. They're not out there struggling to take everybody else's money. Instead, they're doing it the exact same way. I mean, there's pass-ups. Whenever you do a pass-up, that goes to the person who sponsored you. With the owners, the founders of it, they get the same way. They get paid the same exact way. So they're paid on their own effort, just like you, just like me. And the money that they pass up is what runs the company. So as the company grows, so does the income of the company. It's awesome that way, because they put a lot of thought into exactly how to make this work. And like you, I mean, I've been in the situation of wondering, what is this? What kind of scam is this? How can this possibly be anything that works? I mean, I know there's people left and right who are going to tell you, there's no way that works. That's a total scam. But, these people don't have the information that you and I do. I mean, as you step forward and register, join up with me on my team, you're going to know that we have it. We have all the information. If they had that information, they would get right in with us. And it could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be total strangers. It's so great because you have an unlimited potential for income based on the people out there. And there are other products. There's other things that teach you even more. And you get even bigger commissions on those, even up to a $3,000 commission, which is how the people who are making $100,000 a month get going. I mean, it's up to you. You can step forward and you can take that first step. And when you take this first step with me right now and click that button down below, it'll open in a new window and just fill it out. Put your name, address, and also you're going to have a username. You're going to have to pick out a name that rings to you. And then just put in your credit card and pay the $25. There is one more fee, which is $19. This is your affiliate fee. And, I'm not going to guarantee you anything. I'm not going to guarantee you get the results. What I will guarantee you, as far as my dedication, my team, is I'm going to share with you information on a regular basis. I'm going to bring you into my team as well. There's a larger team that mine is a part of. And there is a ton of information from people who are making a ton of money, including even one millionaire that's at the head of the team. So when you have the information, I mean, you want to listen to people who've been there and people who are learning on a regular basis, who aren't going to sit there and say, oh, it's impossible. There's no way to do this. You can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do this and you can make it happen right now. When you click that button down below, join my team, we're going to get going so fast and it's going to be so quick. I mean, yes, I can't guarantee your income. There's an income disclosure right below. Click the button there if you want to see it. But my statement to you, what I want you to realize, we together are going to get out there and we're going to fight this poverty. We're going to be able to help those people who say, I am struggling and I wish I had something that could make a difference. I mean, if we present them the ability to get rid of those chains, what if you could go out there and say, I have for you the way to break those shackles, to say, I can help you. I mean, like me, I'm sure you probably want to help other people. You want to see other people succeed. I want to see you succeed. I want you to get out there and say, okay, I am in control of my life. I have everything I need. I have everything I want. And I am in a position to help other people get what they want. And as everyone goes out there, it makes an awesome community when you've got a whole bunch of people. And this is our goal, is not just to help us. I mean, if I were just trying to help me, I wouldn't give you this video with the points that I think are valuable, that I think you need to know and you need to share. I mean, okay, regardless of whether you click now on the register button, and join my team. I mean, even if you choose to just click now or not, the point here is you can go through and share this information. Let other people see it. Let other people know about it, because we want to help. I want to help. You want to help. And we want to see these other people getting the things that'll help them. And, they can see my blog where it's posted here and get going. Now, you don't have to join my team. I mean, you could go out there and if you want to have control of your income, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could get a job, which really you don't have much control over, you could start your own business. Maybe you want to be a realtor or, big sales like that where you get $30,000 commissions. Or maybe you just want to spend the $25 that it really takes. I mean, hey, that's not even dinner for two at a lot of places anymore. I mean, wouldn't you rather see your life? I mean, if you could make the choice between struggling or spending a lot of money or having your own rich, exciting, thriving business with the $25 investment, you can do this. You have the power to do it right now. Click that button, get started, and make sure you share this. Let people see. But, when it comes down to it, you have a choice between spending thousands of dollars on an education to get a better job or learning to market real estate or whatever. I mean, you could spend thousands of dollars. Or you could just go ahead and do the right thing and click below, spend $25 plus 19, so a total of $44 to start your own business and make a difference in your life and the life of others. So keep watching my blog. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I gave you something of value. If I helped just one person, if I helped you get one little kernel of knowledge to help you in your business, whatever it is, I'm happy. So get started. Click the button down below, or, whether you want to spend that thousands of dollars for your training, or just click that down below. Get started. Have a great day, and this is Tavius kicking out for now. Thanks.